super fly in the building, swagged out. Get these souls cashed out when I drag them out and can see what it's about. I am DC native, Maryland kid, the VA. Nah, I don't do that shit. Go get these bars. Woo! I'm the fly for them all. That's original, by the way, Daniel.
Yo, comic fans, comic lovers, what y'all doing out there? What's happening, people?
Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. We in the building. Al is on his way. Daniel's here. Guess what he got? A haircut, everybody. Let's give it up to Daniel. Woo! Looking smooth like he's supposed to. Dapper like you know. I can't think of that. I can't think of that. No bars on that one. No bars on that.
No, what I really got was I got some new TV shows to watch. I got some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I got some Stargirl out there, which were actually pretty damn good. And that's what we're here to talk about today, people. We are here to talk about Stargirl, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and DC Legends of Tomorrow, because those shows are pretty much all we got that's new.
That's all we got. Oh, hold up. HBO Max did come out yesterday.
That means nothing right now. They're not giving us. There's 6 new. They got what? HBO Max has 6 original things, and none of which are superheroes. So right now,
oh, don't worry, because 2021 they got it. I gave my money early, so I ain't got to worry about it. 2021. I already set it up so they can just build me right off the map. I'm watching the Snyder Cut.
I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose to get everybody ready for it. They either boost their sales right now, which they look amazing because their numbers are. It looks as though when you look at it, as if they're going to catch Netflix's numbers, but they're not. It's inflated like a mother.
People need to realize that Netflix is the Coca-Cola of streaming. Okay, that's what they do. All right, what's up? It's me, the Truth. I want to know what's truth speaking, but what up though? Say good morning to Sheena. How you doing out there? Thanks for waking up with us. Since you in here in the beginning of the video, I ain't gotta catch nobody up because I in the beginning. But Daniel, like I said, Al's on his way. He had to go put his makeup on. I mean, he had to get ready.
HBO Max, I hope will when DC Universe shuts down, because it obviously is going to shut down now. They haven't given no date, but I hope it shuts down at the end of the year so they can just convert ours over and transition us into HBO Max, and it'll be a nice smooth transition. They probably won't.
Yeah, I'm saying that doesn't seem like that's going to get them the money they're looking for.
So it's not, but I hope they give us a discount or something. Be like, yeah, we're canceling DC Universe. Would you like at a discounted rate to right now go to HBO Max? If they did something like that, I'll be cool.
They won't. Hey, what's up, Playboy?
Zero to Hero. Zero to Hero. What up?
We in the building. We about to get through these shows. I don't know which one we're gonna start at. But we're gonna start on one. Dang, just let me know which one.
We're gonna get DC Legends of Tomorrow off the way right quick and everything, because DC Legends of Tomorrow is the second to last episode. It was it was on par with what they normally do. It was season 5, episode 14, the one where we're trapped on TV, and they were definitely trapped on TV with a lot of classics too.
So this is what it reminded me of, right? You know, like this whole season they've been going through, like, well, not the whole season, but like good parts of the season they would do like a theme from like a different movie or genre of movies or something like that. Like did the horror thing, and then they did like the 90s thing and all that stuff. This one kind of reminded me of like, all right, let's just run through a whole bunch of TV shows. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. 90s. We got the Friends sitcom kind of thing. We got the little classic dramas where everybody's speaking in words that's beyond that's past our time now that nobody really listens to anymore. Then they had the Star Trek kind of episode, and I was like, you just running through all, huh? Can't do a movie, so you just gonna run through all of these. Then here we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And that's how I felt about when I was watching it. It was still pretty funny though. But it's the Legends. That's what they based on.
I don't know. It didn't. It wasn't. I wouldn't consider funny. Doesn't come to mind when I think of this episode. It's just like it was. It was like mockingly and jokingly, but it wasn't. It was just typical legends. So for me, it was just typical legends, and they just were trying too hard for me. I was like, oh, they're gonna try too hard on this one. But then I was like, well, all right, well, let's see what they do. And Zara, interestingly enough, with her with her powers, was the one who came out first and figured it all out and went through each show to
you know what that noise means? We have a special guest. He's barely ever on the show. It's Alan. Everybody give it up, Alan. Ah. Yo. So, yeah, special guest.
Regular guest.
Oh, he's a special guest. So, yeah, going back to what we were talking about, Legends. I know Sheena said she didn't really like this one. It wasn't his best episode. I'll give you that. I can see why people say he would try too hard. I really feel like the COVID-19 had a lot to do with this. Like, all right, we got to kind of rush through it. All right, we got to get through it, try to put some stuff together, because that's what it is. I mean, still, he did a much better job than Flash.
COVID didn't rush through anything to put anything together. The episode was already done. Okay, it's just Legends. That's just typical Legends episode for me. For me, it was just a regular Legends episode where they're like, we're trying to go outrageous and over the top, and they went outrageous and over the top with it. So it just didn't hit for me. I mean, it was typical Legends episode at the same time, but it just wasn't there for me. I was just like, yeah, okay, something to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen much worse. I'm not gonna lie to you. Seasons 3 and 4 of Arrow are much worse than this.
Oh my god.
Batwoman is way worse. Spotty episodes of Supergirl are worse than this. But I like to see the Ozari back. I do like her. She's cool. She's cool. But I like her looking like an Instagram famous kind of person too, because I'm like, man, she's really pretty. Imagine what makeup can do for you. Imagine. Zero Hill said Al must be dyeing his beard before he gets there. Tell him to call his old bro Evans from the Safeway. So you have to call Evans.
I gotta call Evans.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's an Evans. It sounds like that's Evans right there, which I pretty much know it is. So how you doing, Evans?
All right, so my man Jacob said that the Legends is getting worse.
Huh?
Well,
how you feel about that?
First of all, Jacobs, thank you for joining us. That's tough. That's a lot. I mean, that's a real lot. It might not have been his best episode, but until further notice, I'm calling everything by COVID-19.
No,
that's what it is.
You can't do that. You can't. No, that doesn't make any sense.
James did it for the Flash.
No, I didn't.
Agree with that either.
Okay,
I didn't do it for the Flash.
If it's,
I said the Flash wasn't. I said the Flash had to just make that their last episode because they didn't film anything else. That's all. So that was it. That was it for them. Legends last episode is the next episode, which is going to be their last one for the season and everything.
I would like to say though, I don't know if they did this on purpose or it was like just I never really noticed it. But when Ava and Sarah Lance had their Star Trek uniform kind of thing on, their breasts seemed like abnormally large.
Oh my god!
And I'm saying they were. That's how they did it. That's how they did it for the show.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say because I never watched Star Trek.
In Star Trek, all of the women were robust.
I was like,
they made the women specifically women, like they wore skirts and everything, and they wore short skirts, and they wore yeah, like you said, they made sure that they were not big.
Off with them. I was like, what the heck is those? I was like, never been that. You never been no. You never had those.
You should have known, like you said.
What you should have picked up they put the men they reversed it and put the men in shorts. If you noticed,
I didn't, but
you didn't notice that the men were walking around in
I
shorts.
don't watch Star Trek.
He doesn't understand how they did it.
I have never watched a
No,
single
but that episode, they had all the men were walking around in shorts though, and all the women had on.
He died in like 5 seconds. I ain't time to watch that.
Okay, yeah, okay.
They did. It was like one blast and boom, the whole crew was dead.
Yeah, but then it was just enough time for you to notice that all the women's chests were pronunciated, but I didn't see the men walking around in shorts.
It was only 2 women, and it was. I'm talking about only Ava and Sarah, and they were in that Star Trek thing for a good little portion. That's why I noticed that.
Yeah, and the men were wearing shorts.
They died in 30 seconds, brother. Which is what we do. They were in 2 scenes. Okay. One
That's
scene, he
fine.
was already laying down with rubble around him.
Oh.
So I mean, I ain't gonna notice that.
That's fine. That's fine. Al, what did you think of the Legends episode?
Kind of the same as y'all. It's legend. You got to take it with a grain of salt, pretty much, because they're trying to be as outlandish as possible, because that's just what they do. That's their shtick. So,
you gotta know your audience, and they found it.
I mean, they know their audience, but at some point you do go too over the top. You know, I mean, it's that your job is I'm going to be funny and do stupid stuff, but it's at some point it gets to too much.
Well, when that point happens, which it will,
I feel like it's getting close.
No, it's at that point, and then on the next episode they'll bring it all the way back down, just like the Legends do. They always go over the top and then come back down. It's like a thing with them. It is. There's a conversation going on in the chats about these I'm gonna call them balloon tits that got so pronounced in this episode. But that's all it is. They're about to go fight the fates now. I don't know how you're gonna be gods, but I bet you'll be something stupid.
I'm about to say it's superheroes. They're gonna find a way.
Oh, first of all, superheroes rarely lose. And if they do,
that's what I'm saying. So they're going to find a way.
If they do, they always go back in time and fix how they lost. It's like
so, like I said, they will find a way to beat gods.
Yeah.
I mean, to put it simple.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
I don't know how, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So
they got Charlie on their side, so Charlie's gonna help do a lot of the stuff. So being that she's part god, well, it helps a lot when you have a god on your side too. So
against 3, it's kind of harder.
Nah. There's Legends still. They'll do their thing. Plus, they'll find there's some little thing that'll happen, and
the only thing I can see that make it understandable to me is if she find a way to sacrifice herself.
Which one? Because you got 2 Zaris. One of them can die.
Right.
One of the Zaris can die now. Because there's 2 of them.
Right.
So one can die.
Glad you guys picked up on that.
You want to die. Because one has a relationship that just started, even though it's a very volatile relationship. With the Instagram, I'm calling it Instagram Zari, has with Constantine. And you have the original Zari has one with Steel. So which one is gonna die? I would assume be the one with Constantine, so he can go back to his lonely. I love it didn't work. We're brooding. Keep it going. And then you have Steel, who I don't know. You're gonna have Zari and her brother both have wind powers. There's only one charm. So much stuff. Not everybody can live. I hope people die, but not the best people. Like Azari, just one of them, and a brother.
All right, before we go to the next episode, the next show, which of the TV shows that they kept jumping from did you guys enjoy the most?
That's tough. Yeah, because they weren't really on one show long enough for me to really get a full effect of the show. So I would have to go to one with Constantine was
when they're in the Abby's house or
Abbey
Road.
Highland Abbey or something, whatever they called it.
Yeah, it's a really popular British show back in the day.
Yeah, it's before my time and outside of my culture. So I was no way I was gonna watch that.
I feel like most of it
is. It is. So I mean, yeah, it is actually. Now I think about it. All of this stuff. But yeah, that's probably my favorite. I don't know why. Maybe because they was in the lounge, or it was just Constantine was so outside of his realm. He went to a servant, and he's like, I'm always in constant battle with myself, dealing with the magic that I have and being a servant. I'm like, shut your dumb ass up. That's all I can think. But that was my favorite.
I didn't really have a favorite. They were all just there. I didn't really like the episode that much. I hate to say it.
There it is. I like the Friends when they did Friends, because when they did the Mr. Rogers knockoff, I was like, nah, this ain't doing nothing for me. But the Friends one was pretty spot on. Like it was like a couple of the writers really liked Friends and stuff, and they were like, we're gonna put this in here, y'all can do it, and they did pretty well. The Star Trek one, it was too obvious. I was just like, this. Yeah, they're gonna make fun of Star Trek.
No, I did like the Rory thing though. I was like, because the whole time I'm like, yo, where's Rory? He got his own show, and then he was a villain back in Star Trek with the long hair and stuff. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, they made him count. They made him con.
He was so upset when he was like, what did you know what you idiots done? I was a thief. Look at my hand. He was so upset.
Khan and Star Trek, Khan is like the biggest villain.
I mean, I seen the movie.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't.
Hey, brother, that's all. That's all I got. All right, I watch Star Trek. I'm not gonna go back and watch your Star Trek either. It's over. Okay.
Dang.
It's over. I got HBO Max yesterday. I'm gonna just watch. I can't even think of the show. The one day you keep telling me I should have watched years ago, and I got trashed. I can't think of it now. Oh, Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm going. So I'm on episode 3.
Oh my god.
So that's what I'm watching now. Oh, and Black as Fuck on Netflix. That shit's hilarious. Yeah, that shit's hilarious. But it has nothing to do with comic books. Next show, what are we going to talk about?
Let's get into Stargirl real quick.
Stargirl.
Episode 2.
Title Strike. But it's like the flat out version of sabotaging DC Universe. Jeez, I can't believe they did DC Universe like this. Oh gosh. Fuck you, Warner Brothers. Anyway, Stargirl, episode 2 is called Strike, which was a abbreviation for what it really means, which is stupid. Wow. But
his name is Stripey. She made it an acronym
for his suit.
For him. Yeah.
So either outside of the title and the acronym she came up with him, everything about the episode was great. Everything about the episode was great. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed the episode. DC Universe does it again. So sad. I didn't watch it on the CW. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. So whatever little differences there was, never gonna know. Never gonna know. I watch it on DC Universe because first of all, I can watch it on Monday, so it gives me something to watch on Monday. And that's all I really have. It's the only reason I paid for it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do whatever I can to save DC Universe. Wow. Even though it's unsavable.
I'm about to say, yeah, this isn't a Zack Snyder. We're gonna bring it out thing. It's not.
I mean,
no. I understand now. See, Dave, he feels he has power now.
I just said it. Don't save it. I just said it was don't save it.
Might just do CW. Save CW.
CW's not there.
I'm just saying CW has a better chance of still being there than DC Universe.
CW is amazing. They got shows that people watch.
I'm just saying.
DC Universe is gone. Fucking malarkey. Anyway, so yeah, Stargirl. Danny, what you think? Before I get all
it was a good episode. Lots of the action was there. The story was there. They continued the story, and I can't wait to see what happens next. That's the short end of it, but that thing was, I like this show. She is aggressive and focused, laser focused, and she is not letting nobody not tell her that Starman wasn't her father. She is like that is her. That is her. And all of a sudden, it's always funny to me. People just all of a sudden know how to sew and stuff and everything.
Well,
I'm gonna make this costume, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, it shouldn't be that easy to make a costume, but
you already had the material.
It's not about the material when it comes to sewing.
First of all, sewing is not like some dead thing where a lot of people don't know how to do it.
It is. What are you talking about?
It's not.
So you go sew something right now.
I can't do it with the thing, but I can do it.
So you can make a perfect replica of a uniform right now.
All right, number one, it's not a perfect replica. All she did was cut the belly part out and sewed it up together. That's like sewing up a pocket. That's not that hard.
Then you do it. You do it, no problem, no nothing.
If I had a sewing machine, I would. I don't. You want to go to my mom's house? Yeah. They're gonna show you how to do it?
I would like that.
Fine. It's not a big deal because I know how to sew. And she was in a school with a whole classroom full of sewing machines. So obviously they teach the stuff
that she broke, that she did not.
Hey, that material stuff, brother. Material stuff.
I don't know.
So making the uniform, it didn't seem that far fetched to me. I mean, now if she all of a sudden stopped taking out different pieces, then she found this in the house, a little bit in the house, put it all together. Yeah, okay. All she did was modify a uniform that was already pretty much done. She took it in, cut out the belly to make it sexy for some reason, even though that shows you no protection. But hey, that's her. I mean, that's how she looks in the comics. They got to keep it like that.
The stepfather with his just happens to be a dang on mechanical and engineering genius, building a dang mech suit and everything. But he acts simple. And is doing his role of being the stepdad and the sidekick and stuff. Is just, I don't understand that aspect of it. I'm like, you got to be considered a goddamn mechanical and engineering genius because you built a mech robot out of car parts, which is like the most unbelievable thing ever. Only other person who's ever done that was an actual true genius, which was Iron Man. Okay, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna build a mech robot out of car parts. What?
Yeah. And I never used it. This is my first.
I never used it.
But you know it
didn't work that well. So
to be able to fly, to be able to walk, all that seems pretty complicated.
You're not using regular fuel for that, yo. You using rocket fuel.
How you gonna go pump it? You gonna go to the gas station? Let me just go ahead and fill this up with some.
Not using regular fuel for that.
You're making great. Both of y'all guys are making great points. I'm just gonna simply say, forget it. So what?
Okay, you're right. Moving on to the next part. I'm glad they explained that our man was the one who investigated everything, and he just got the notes of our man, and he's where he is now because somebody else did all the investigating and everything. I was like, okay, that's a good explanation why you're there and how everything came together and stuff. Now, why the villains are really there, we'll find out later.
Yeah.
Well, it was only 2 villains that were there.
3 because we
want to hold it. The guy Gorilla Grodd, but he's
not Gorilla Grodd, but Solomon Grundy.
Yeah, Brainwave, the Wizard, Icicle, Solomon Grundy.
Came in. They called Icicle in.
Yeah,
he drove in. It was only 2 there because remember in the first episode he called the Wizard. I think it was the Wizard, and the Wizard's like, something so and so.
Yeah, but he lives there. I was just saying they all live in the town.
No, they don't. There's only 2.
No, they all live there. They just ain't been revealed yet.
No, I'm telling you, they called Icicle and he said, "Don't do anything. I'm on my way." And he drove, and that's when he called the Wizard. Like, why you ain't call me? Icicle left me in charge. He said, "Because I know you would have just ran." So Icicle drove in. That's why it took him a whole 2 episodes to finally get there because he came in. He just wasn't there.
No, I mean, yeah, but he lives in the town.
I don't think he's understanding. He does not live in the town. He had to drive to the town. That's why I took him 2 days.
He probably lives close. He probably, if he's driving, or he could have flew. But we don't know. We don't know. This is all speculation.
I don't think he lives.
This is all speculation.
I think they broke it up in different sections. Like, so 2 of y'all live in this general area. Some of us live in this general area over here. Like throughout the country, I don't think anybody just. I don't think they're all in that general area. I think it's all coming to a head there, and they'll drive them there. But I don't think they're all just there.
Okay, that's fine. Also in the episode, forgot what else happened now. Where am I?
Oh, what happened to high school? Open house thing.
Yeah, there you go. That.
Yeah, and that's when they really went after Brainwave. That's when Brainwave really went after because he spent like the majority of the day trying to figure out who she was. He went to the open house and started looking for her.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when it started going down. And that's when she got a little outside of her depth. And she's like, oh no, this is really real.
She's been outside her depth.
Yeah, but all right, yeah. That's the first time she realized she was outside of her depth.
I don't even think she really realized that, but she's like you said, her focus is so focused. I don't think she understands really how she can die. I don't think that she really.
I think she does now.
I mean, she does to an instance, but I don't know.
She's still. You guys got to still give her credit that she's a 15-year-old teenager who thinks they're invincible, and now that they got superpowers, they really think they're invincible.
Have superpowers. The staff has the powers.
Hey,
having a staff doesn't mean you're impervious to bullets and things.
You consider that yours.
I did not know that part yet.
Well, you're not gonna. I don't know any person who say, "Ooh, I got a staff to let me fly," so I think I'm impervious to everything.
At some point, you're gonna start trying different stuff. Like you might not start off with a bullet. You might start off, all right, can a knife get me? So you hold a staff and see if a knife will like
what?
Brother, you gotta at some point you gotta start testing what you can.
Brother, she should have she should have did that at the beginning before you felt that you're
just like Daniel said. Just like Daniel said. She's 15. She's not gonna go through all of that right there.
I don't care. I don't care. If it's life and death, you're not gonna sit up here and say, you know what, this staff will protect me. Especially when you see the staff.
No, you do that in practice. Like you'll have somebody.
How long has she been practicing?
A day and a half.
No, that's not enough time for me. For all the stuff that she's doing, that's not enough time for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I mean, I understand, but not even a whole day and a half, because all the other stuff she did, that's not enough practice for you to be doing all the stuff you're doing now. It's not.
All she did was fly on the staff.
She did all these cartwheels, all these.
She's
flips.
already a gymnast. They make that perfectly clear.
You could be a gymnast, but you're not going to be that athletic. I'm sorry, you're not.
15-year-old who's been training, yeah, they would be.
You're doing things that Gabby Douglas doesn't even do.
Maybe she got the top. Maybe she's got the gift.
Nah.
She's a gymnast.
Nah.
She's really good gymnast at that.
Okay. That's a supernatural gymnast.
Hey, nobody has a problem with Harley Quinn being an abnormally great gymnast.
I do.
Oh, well, you have a lot of problems with a lot of things now.
I do.
You know what? You're right. You're out of here.
You're not going to sit up here and just... You keep on throwing a lot of COVID stuff. Oh, this is you throwing.
No, I had nothing about COVID.
No, but the last couple of y'all do a lot of protective.
It is what it is.
It is.
So anyway, back into the show. Where this guy gets to hating.
Like I'm not hating.
Like
I like the show.
Like it's Batwoman or something.
No. They ain't nowhere near that at all. No way.
She's a 15-year-old girl. She's not gonna think of everything at once. I wouldn't think of everything at once. Please, let a radioactive spider bite me. You'll
be dead the next day.
No, we'll be dead the next day.
You'll be dead the next day. From what you're saying, let's see what we can do. Ow, let's do this.
No, I wouldn't
try to shoot this gun at me.
No,
I can see.
I said again. First of all, I would say like shoot me in the arm. That's number one. Okay.
Dave, if you had a radioactive spider, would you tell me to shoot you in the arm?
I wouldn't start out with that though. I just point that out.
I thought.
I wouldn't start out with that. I just want to point that out.
I'm just saying.
I can't explain that enough. I would not start out with that.
But you would still eventually get to shoot me in the arm. Daniel, would you ever get to shoot me in the arm?
No.
If you would find out that you were impervious to like knives, needles, stuff like that, at some point you're going to advance to see how far it can go.
I don't want to get shot, period.
Then you'll never know.
I don't want to know.
You should. It's your power.
So can I shoot you?
It's good that you guys brought that up, because I thought it was interesting that they live in a world where there are superheroes and people have powered abilities, but they act as though that's not like something that's out there in the world. Like they keep avoiding talking about how there's powered people in the world. Like, like if you had Justice Society of America and they were out there 10 years ago, there would be footage of them or something like that. I hope in the next episode they show more of that and that acknowledge that there's a world, they're living in a world with powered people and stuff. Like they're acting like they're not living in the world with powered people.
See, this is the thing is
they're not gonna do that.
It's, let's say it was like they said it was 10 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. I think as far as everybody else can tell, those were the only heroes. And they were
because it looks like
10 years
Because
ago.
the father, even Brainwave, was trying to test his son to see if his son had the same powers as he did.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there, maybe I'm just thinking like to the point where maybe nobody else has ever came out with their power, so nobody else is going to try. Especially after you hear like the heroes are dead. Like, all right, well, if I come out with my powers or start some of my abilities, these villains are going to come after me, and I'm not going to be able to take them. I'm not going to risk my life. We all know that Daniel wouldn't. No, that's for a fact. Daniel got powers.
I can see you use it. I see you saying they'll keep them hidden.
Yeah.
But
and then 10 years ago, if nobody's showing powers, you tend to forget like, oh, that was a time back in the day, especially like a teenager, like you really before I was watching stuff and like superheroes had powers. I mean, people had powers, they fought, they don't do it anymore, moving on with our lives. Same thing. I can equate it to the same thing in like I tell my little brother and like nieces and nephews and stuff like, yo, Barry Sanders was amazing, in football. Like, who's Barry Sanders? I was like, what? And I was showing him like, oh yeah, he did all this. I was like, yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Or the same thing with Randy Moss. But people don't know because they don't go back and look at their history.
But people, that doesn't, to your same account, people still run the ball, and Reggie Bush was kind of like Barry Sanders.
Yeah, but they don't know.
But that's he's talking about if you have powers, it's just like you even know. Most people, if you have powers, you're going to use them, and someone's going to see you use them, even if anything like someone's going to see you use the power.
Out of sight, out of mind, brother.
Nah.
I'm just saying for the vast majority, out of sight, out of mind. If you're not there, you're not showing if you don't see it regularly anymore, and it start every day you don't see it, and you'll see it by a certain point. People, the general public, like, all right, well, it's over. We had this little spike, it's gone. Move on. Got better things to do in our lives.
I don't understand how the villains had these superpowers and they was defeating the Injustice Society, defeated the Justice Society, and then all of a sudden everybody just stopped too. Hey. That's what I don't understand. How what was your main goal? Well, your main goal was just to beat them, and then all right, we're just gonna stop everything else.
It's like the thing in the Dark Knight, when like, oh well, Batman said, so now the criminals are gonna rise to do this and that. Now, if you take away if you take away these powers, or you take away these heroes, the villains ain't got nobody to fight. And it's over.
For the 10 years Batman was gone, it was still crime.
Yeah, but it wasn't the Joker crime.
Because the Joker was locked up.
Yeah, and then I'm saying people escalate to the environment they're in. You de-escalate the environment, you de-escalate everything else now.
Because to me, that doesn't make any sense. It's like, what was your real purpose? Your real purpose was just to fight these guys, and that's it. You didn't have a.
Maybe that's like I said last week. Maybe they accomplished their goals, and that was it.
That's not a logical goal to me for intelligent people, as they think that they are.
Maybe they're not that intelligent. Okay,
that makes it worse.
It makes everything right. Makes everything. Sheena believes me. Out of sight, out of mind, baby. Everybody believes Anthony. What's up? All right, we're going back to the chat. I want to say Sheena's still in the chat as always. She's a great viewer and one of our best friends. Sean D said, "What up, Playboy? How you doing out there, man? We out here debating. I was pretty much just hating. I'm not even
just asking facts that you have no answer for. So your answer is I'm right.
I just said
you just said it.
I didn't say it. So everybody's still up in the chat. Zero. We got the chat's popping. Everybody, if you got any questions, anything, let us know, man. Right down below, because we about to talk about one of the greatest comic book shows of all time next. It's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot what to say. I'm rating this episode of Stargirl. I'm rating that that's a good 8. Legends was like a 7. Yeah. What do you rate we rate Stargirl?
7.5. It wasn't bad. I told you it wasn't bad.
Get out of here. Daniel, give us a real rating. Stargirl.
Oh, Stargirl? It was like a 7.9. Yeah.
I had off to it.
It was a 7.9 because it wasn't bad. It pushed the story along. So yeah,
I agree.
The villain, they gave they played this whole song for Icicle when he showed up at the end. I was just laughing the whole time. I was like, man, he's doing the whole walk all the way into the villain lair.
Hey, hello, my
friend. His song. I was like, this is a whole little thing.
Gotta kill Starman. All right, he deserves that. He's earned that right.
He has. He's earned the right to be the leader.
He's earned that. You kill Starman, and the show's his daughter taking over the mom. You deserve that right. You're the big guy. You're the big villain.
That's right.
I don't know how you.
That's right. Zero to hero. It sounds right to me.
Yeah, Zero to hero say logic versus phantasm. Favoritism. Curry's bias.
Sounds accurate.
First of all, my name's Anthony. Just want to throw that out there. All right, that's one. Two. You can't overthink a comic book show. I mean, it is what it is.
It's not overthinking it. It's just simple logic.
It is what. Not everybody in the world is logical. All right, some people just go off.
And that doesn't make them right because they're not.
Some people go off emotions. Emotions are part of life.
All right, we've had this debate.
Emotions are part of life.
So many times.
Oh wait. So Sheena, are you saying that Stargirl was a 6 because it had too many unanswered questions? I don't know about that. I think it had a lot of unanswered questions because it's only in the second episode. So they taking their time to throw out the answers. That's how DC Universe does anyway. Because it's a DC Universe show. I don't care what anybody else says.
Not to mention, you guys got to remember this is a teenager show. So there's going to be stuff that just logically is like, don't do this. And they're going to do it anyway because they're teenagers. Yeah, so and
they don't do anything.
But it feel like don't do right, but I'm still going to say today it sounds like a bad.
No,
tell it the bad things, bad decisions.
They're gonna make bad decisions because that's how you learn a lot. And
they always survive the bad decisions, but in real life, you don't survive the bad decisions.
Hey, well, you have a mechanical genius by your side.
Oh my God,
you'll be all right.
That's debatable. That's very debatable.
Hey, he built the suit. He has to get now. Whether
he's Tony Stark's level because, like Daniel said, He wouldn't be. He's like 2 notches below him because it's more clunky than.
He's not at his level. No. I would say he's at a. All right, remember the first Iron Man when they built the suit, but they didn't know how to power it. He's at their level. That's still super genius. Yeah, he is. He just don't have. He don't have the swagger. The what's the word I'm looking for?
The personality. He doesn't have the personality to go with all that intelligence.
He don't have the.
You know who he was? What was the villain?
He don't want
the villain in the
To both of y'all, he's the guy in the chair.
He's a little more advanced than that.
He's a little more advanced than the guy in the chair.
Yeah, because he's out in the field as well.
He's a mix between he's the guy who makes all the way. He's like Q, pretty much from James Bond. He makes the guy who makes all the weapons and stuff.
You're fighting somebody that named Brainwave.
You know who he is?
Nothing brain wavy. He's stop it.
He's Spencer Simmons. That's what he is.
He's that smart.
I mean, he's not as smart as him, but that's the category he's in.
Yes, he built a mechanical robot out of car parts.
He don't have any of the material that he doesn't have a whole agency behind him.
No, I hear what y'all are saying.
He doesn't have no state-of-the-art lab.
By the end, how smart he really is. If they put somebody else in the chair, then that's what debunk what both of y'all say. If somebody else is in the chair that they go to, right there, that defeats both of y'all.
He's Spencer Simmons. Okay, right. He's Spencer Simmons. It is what it is. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't have the will, or not the will. Like Starman said, it shouldn't be him. All right.
He's more like he's like.
He ain't got the it factor. He ain't got the it factor.
You can build your own whatever comes to mind.
Get a sidekick, a super
sidekick
for 10 years, and a girl made him the sidekick again.
Yeah, you wanna know why? Because he don't have the it factor. Okay,
but he has the it factor. Everybody in the chair has the it factor.
No, they don't.
Who does it?
No, they don't.
Who does it?
Oh, okay. All the Team Flash. None of them have that.
Who's in the chair? Cisco doesn't have it?
He didn't before.
He don't know. He doesn't know. No. Cisco has the it factor.
Yeah. Cisco has fun. He don't have the it factor.
That's the it factor.
Felicity doesn't have the it factor. She's not out on the field.
You tripping.
So I'm talking about to make it big. All right.
You tripping.
You know how like some people can rap, but they don't have all the things together, so they can't really make a.
I'm not talking about making it big. I'm talking about being in the chair, the guy that you go to, not the it factor in the field.
He's a mechanical genius. That's what he is.
He doesn't have the it factor.
It's different levels of geniuses, brother. He's not a 10. He's more like an 8.5.
So what's Cisco?
Cisco needs a lot of help. I give him an 8. I give him.
So he's below.
I give him a 9. I give him a 9.
All right.
He's not.
Everything you're saying makes no sense.
Okay. All right. All right. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Speaking of Spencer Simmons, season 7, the final mission, episode 1. the new deal. That's what they call it. I don't know why. I don't know anything about a deal, but it's here. Everybody, the final season. It's gonna. I can't believe 2020, 2021, 2019. Oh my gosh, this is tough, man. I'm losing Arrow. I lost Arrow. Losing Agents of Shield. Oh gosh, I'm getting a Snyder cut though.
Yeah, well that's next year. So,
but they announced it in 2020.
You still had to wait a whole year.
They already got my money. I gave it to them last night. They already got the money.
Job well done, HBO Max. Success right there.
Yeah, because they damn sure wasn't gonna get it before that. They was not gonna get it before that. Oh man.
Come back and talk to us after Game of Thrones.
I know me. I don't really care. This is Snyder cut. That's what got my money. And now that I got it, I gotta use it. So yeah, that's why I'm watching stuff. I was gonna watch The Big Bang Theory, watch the last season, but I was like, let's get the Game of Thrones. See what all the hype is about. But either way, Agents of Shield, baby. Let's go. Season 7, episode 1. The greatest comic book network TV show, maybe. Between them and Arrow. You know what? I will pick them over Arrow because Arrow had 2 bad seasons. Agents of Shield hasn't had one yet.
What?
Hasn't had a bad.
Oh my God! Agents of Shield has had. Well, I already said the last 2 seasons were not up to par, so we already know how I feel.
I really wish quarantine wasn't in fact. I would fuck you in the eye. I will fuck you in the eye.
Agents of Shield, you're overhyping Agents of Shield, bro.
You're not hyping it enough. You're not hyping it enough. Now,
you're way overhyping this show.
This particular episode, I wouldn't say it was up. It wasn't up to the Agents of Shield standard that I held it to.
This episode was so unbelievable. It wasn't even funny.
But I would like to say though that I have faith in Agents of Shield. I have the faith. I have the faith. I have the faith in Agents of Shield. It'll turn it around. It wasn't a bad episode.
It's the first episode.
It wasn't a bad episode. And you know what I really missed? And I really needed it bad since it's been so long. I needed a recap, and they didn't give me a fucking recap.
Right?
Like I was like, yo, did I miss?
They did give you a recap.
When?
It wasn't a big recap.
It was a small recap.
So it was easy to miss because I missed it.
I know I missed the shit out of it.
I agree. It was a very quick recap.
Because I was thinking about let me go back and watch a few episodes of the last season. You know, how to refresh my memory. But there's no need. But they're gonna give me a recap. Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, she's gonna hop right into it, huh?
I agree with that.
I forgot what happened to me. I forgot she almost died.
Oh yeah. And everybody was throwing stuff up like, what? Huh?
Did that really happen?
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, that did.
I was right there with you with that. I really was.
I needed a recap.
It made me feel like I had to watch the last 3 episodes of last year just to
You gotta get your mind refreshed.
That season last year was 2 different seasons. It felt like,
Yeah. So two different.
By the end, it was a whole different thing going on. It felt like by the end of it.
That's what they do. Though.
The LMD was like that. That season was like that too.
Oh, LMD season was literally 2 different seasons in one.
Yeah. The Ghost Rider season. Oh yeah.
And it makes all sense. You be like, this is amazing. It's the Agents of Shield way.
That's what they do. It's been
like that since the Winter Soldier. Yeah. Ever since the Winter Soldier, it's been just like that. Start out one way, somehow you end up to a whole nother way.
I'm pretty sure that's going to happen here. Yeah. They're going to go to another villain and then put it all together.
Yeah. All right, so in this episode, real quick, they're in the 1930s. And I was waiting for somebody to bring up the fact there's a black man walking around in 1931 and looks like New York.
Looking fresher than most of the people out there. They would have lynched him right there.
Staring at him like, what the hell is this?
They would have lynched him right there.
I'm sitting there, not in New York. They was in Georgia. That wouldn't have flown.
Your clothes are too nice. How did you get those nice clothes?
He would have got beat at the very beginning. New York is, it just looks funny. I'm like, whoa,
right.
Whoa, Will.
They was talking, but they didn't do anything.
Yeah. That was the South of the 30s.
Yeah.
He would have got lynched for having shoes. This is ridiculous. All right.
Shoes look too nice.
Whoa, brother.
He stole them over somebody.
Whoa, what white man did you get those from? Wow. And then that would have been a different time. But in New York, it just looks worse.
There would have been no problem.
Yeah. All right, so but I was waiting for somebody to bring it up, and they did. And then I was waiting for somebody to bring up the sexual. You have a female officer walking down, and they did. I was like, at least you're not. You didn't get all the way into it. You know, you really can't. But you didn't ignore it either. So great job, Agents of Shield. Yeah, that's that. The whole episode, I'm sitting there like, all right, so I got to the point I'm like, it can't be that simple to save Roosevelt. Right. It just can't be that simple. And everybody just seemed to be an armor, like, oh, yo, that's Roosevelt. Yeah, he did this and that. And I'm like, man, I really don't care about my history. Because I do not care. Like, if I was there with them, I'm like, oh, okay, that's Teddy Roosevelt. So what's the mission? We got to save this guy now. Like, I don't care. I don't know. I need to know more about my history. Well, first, Daniel says I should learn more about the history. I don't give a fuck. Wow. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Daniel, what you think about the episode? Fire, sizzling,
it was
boiling water, hotness.
No, none of that.
Flamboyant. I'm giving you a bunch of and.
But no, I was watching that and it didn't keep my attention at all. It was just like what's going on. Get to the gist of it. And when they got to the point where the bus boy or the bartender was the one they were really going after, because I was like, oh, okay, it's FDR. And then they kept I think it was Fitz kept on, or Simmons kept on torturing the Chronicon. I was like, okay, now we know. And it was Freddie, and I was like, okay, here we go. Here's the real part of the story, which you're going to end it on by not giving us any real answers and everything.
And that's
but the Chronicons, I don't like these guys as villains. They just don't sit right with me. These guys are the worst villains ever. These mechanical robots that have, I don't know what kind of robots they are. They just don't. There's nothing right about them. They're horrible robots.
First of all, they're geniuses. All right, let's do like in order to stop S.H.I.E.L.D., you got to stop the reason why S.H.I.E.L.D. is existing in the first place. That's Hydra. Take out Hydra, there's no need for S.H.I.E.L.D., then they go back, to back the way. I like the way they explain the time thing, though, which seems to be very inconsistent, which is the way they said they done it in the movies. So it's either got to end. But I like the way they doing this. It's where pretty like it's like time is like a river and you just flow. You can throw a couple sticks in there, but the water always go back to where it was. But if you throw a bunch of sticks in there, then you reroute the water and then boom.
The dam effect.
Yeah, the dam effect. I was like, yo, that's brilliant. I don't know how many different ways people can describe time and how it will flow, but you know what? I like it. I don't know which one I want to believe. Maybe going back in time doesn't really affect anything, or it does. You do too much, you do too little. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's all over the place.
Time is. That's why everybody has a different way of viewing the time, because every iteration of time is different. Scientists now say time is relative. Everything's happening at the exact same time. Nobody knows nothing about time.
Nobody knows nothing.
So you can say whatever you want.
Jeez, nobody knows nothing. Come up with a theory and let us know. One singular theory. After COVID.
There is no one singular theory, bro. Everybody has an opinion on it. It has a good way of explaining it.
Somebody go back in time to show you how it works.
Somebody go back in time, change something small, see if it affects anything. Go back in time again, change something big, see if it affects anything. Just do it so we'll know.
Okay. See, but then if it's like they say a little thing, you may not even be born if they mess up something small.
To go back and fix it.
That's the whole theory behind the butterfly effect, yo.
Exactly.
You can't, yo. You fix one, you change one little thing, and it'll change a major thing.
That's why I said, all right, find another alien, find another race of people, all right? Like a whole outside of the universe. I mean, not outside of the universe, but like a whole nother world. Go back in their time, change something, see if it happens.
So kill billions of people just to let us know.
Hey, but it's not killing. You're being a scientist. All right? It's a completely different thing, all right?
We're all the way off track.
You're absolutely right.
All the way.
Let's talk about how Quake barely uses her powers. All right. Something I know.
Like all superhero TV shows, they all don't use
But her
special effects.
Yeah, she was getting dogged a little bit, and she could have just won with just using her powers.
All right, so the thing about Quick is, and her. All right, let's talk about the powers thing in general. They not TV budgets can't afford for everybody to use their powers all really.
Ever.
All right.
Ever.
So Dan, that's just something you have to get over. Okay. It's just unless you want a bunch of superhero shows with nobody with powers.
Nobody gave us her arms back.
Yeah.
You can't just have her. That's like extra money in the budget. So
yeah,
you got to find a way to.
Like these new arms look just like the old arms. You can feel and touch.
Even though when you looked at them, they look nothing like. They look like mayonnaise.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's just the way of the world.
It's much better than the Batwoman face thing they were doing. It was much better than that.
No blood, no nothing. Oh my god!
It's gonna look like a little rubber band. Yeah. Put it on, you look just like the guy. Same white.
No
height.
Glue on the other person's face. Hair perfect. Oh my god!
Same height, same size, same weight.
Oh, so then you take your mask off, you grow 6 inches.
We're not here to talk about that.
You started that.
We're not here to bash Batwoman, but I will continue.
I was about to say we might be.
But
we can't be around each other. That's not right.
I was about to say.
They just said these guys.
You got the rest of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The episode was the action was how they normally do their action, so I wasn't too mad at that. Quake couldn't have done anything. Like, she probably should have broken them because they're robots, and she shouldn't have been able to fight them as smoothly. But that's the hero's got to win kind of thing with them. The rest of the episode, the thing about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is you got to give them time for them to develop whatever story they are. So I know they're going to get into something. And plus, they didn't even show Fitz, so it's got a lot more to do. And it looked like what?
I was gonna say, like you said, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is like a slow burn.
Yeah,
it's like you gotta watch it, and you just gotta all right. I take from this, and they'll throw in some action scenes to keep you interested. But you're like, all right, I gotta take it because the bigger story is happening, and once it gets to that bigger story, you're like, all of it made sense from the very beginning. But you gotta wait for it. You gotta slow burn with it. And then you might have one of those great seasons like they did with the LMD. Oh my gosh, that shit was so amazing.
You keep hoping for that. I like it.
I like the twist because they said we studied it for years. We studied your Earth's history for thousands of years, so we know exactly what the rate to push. And I'm like, after y'all didn't seem like it should have took you 1,000 years to figure out to kill the guy who started it. I mean, they were like, no, they're not that's not the right thread. It's this guy. He'll start because what he does starts Hydra. What Hydra does makes them. I'm like, okay. But then I thought, well, you take away Hydra, then maybe some other threat happens.
Somebody bigger. But that's what what's the name said. He said if we get rid of Freddy, it could be something. Well, no, they didn't say. They said it in after credits.
Yeah,
if we get rid of Hydra, it could be something way worse. Would you rather deal with Hydra or something because we messed up way worse?
You want to deal with Hydra and then something that you know we already beaten,
right?
Or you want to do something worse and we got to go through it all. Well, I can tell you right now, it's the final season, so they're gonna pick Hydra. You saw a whole other thing worse, then you gotta get permission from Kevin Feige. It's the whole thing. All right?
You just logic that to the last season.
It's the last season, and you gotta get permission from Kevin Feige to go something else other than Hydra. So that ain't gonna work. So you gonna pick Hydra. Right?
It's been Hydra for almost 7 seasons. Just finish it.
We're gonna finish with Hydra. We started with Hydra. We started the show trying to end Hydra, or we're gonna finish the show saving Hydra. It all comes down to Hydra.
Right, it all comes down to Hydra.
Brilliance.
Because it looks like next episode they half the team wants to kill him.
Yeah. I think that was just a preview for the rest of the season. So you'll have different parts of that come. I don't think unless they all put it at once. I mean, they got something even better. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. has all the clout in the world. I will wait. Yeah, dang, I don't know why you keep saying, you keep shaking your head no. Why you keep shaking your head no? Tell me why, Daniel. Give me a reason why.
This show is they're going to do something like they always do, where because like they mentioned before, Fitz and Simmons is separated, and then when they get back together, it's going to be dramatic, and they're going to come up with some idea, and that's when the show goes. It picks up a little bit more is when Fitz and Simmons actually get back together. That means a whole lot of stuff had to happen, and you got different perspectives. Like last season, when they were in space, you saw his perspective, and then you saw her perspective. They actually did that for a couple of seasons, like you said, after what's his name? When after the Captain America one, where S.H.I.E.L.D. actually broke up, and
greatest MCU movie of all time. Maybe.
Okay, but
it's either first or second.
They're going to have a whole little storyline with the team that it is now and everything. Oh, before I forget, I don't know if I was like iffy about the whole bringing Coulson back and flooding the Chronicon that he's in with all the memories that they found online and stuff. I was like, this is not going to be work out like it should. Like this, and then with Chloe Bennett's character, when she forced it and just hit the button and then directly told him, I was like, I understand why she did it. It makes sense. Like, just tell him he's an LMD and let's continue on with the mission. But as Mac was sitting there, like Mac was like, that was too much for him. He's going to overload and stuff. So I was like, in that situation, I agree with both of them, but I just sitting there thinking, like, do you really just only need Coulson? You can't do anything on your own? Like, I know to write him in the show.
They literally proved it already.
They need him.
You saw what happened when they didn't have Coulson. Then they got to go back in time in the 30s. All right. So obviously they need Coulson. All right. You can just let that one go. All right.
The Mac as a leader didn't work out the way he expected it.
Yeah.
So we need Coulson back.
They need Coulson. You can let that one go, brother. They need Coulson.
I wouldn't let that one go. I don't want to let that one go.
All right. They even explained it in the last season. They're like, yeah, we need another fresh head. They said something, and that's when you got the Coulson back. All right. They can't do it without Coulson.
Yeah.
All right. His wisdom, his leadership, his innate ability to find the best in people and work that. Yeah, they need Coulson.
He's been Fury's right-hand man for so long.
Yeah, we've seen this happen without Coulson for a season. And look what happened. You didn't even like the season. They need Coulson.
I didn't like a couple of the seasons, so that doesn't mean anything. But
goddamn fool.
You're a fool.
But yeah, I can't wait for them to like you said, this show is a slow burn show. You gotta let them tell the story how they want to tell the story. They're going to sprinkle. They're going to give you sprinkles all the way. Breadcrumbs all day long. That's all it is.
You won't even know what the whole episode is really about to the very end.
Yeah, right.
Right. That's what we remember something that happened in this episode.
Yeah. But it's funny because some of Daniel's favorite shows were like that.
True.
Mic drop. God damn. I need to get a mic so I can drop.
We'll wait. Can't wait to see the rest of the show, the season and everything. What's the hold? How'd you guys feel? Anything else you guys want on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. you need to talk about? It made you go, ooh, or
I don't get out of 1930s quick.
Yeah. I don't like timepieces.
I hate when they go or in the early 20s and 30s and 40s,
50s, 60s.
God, it's just
if you go past the 70s, I'm not with it.
I wholeheartedly agree because it's
70 on up. Everything before that, I ain't dealing with that. I don't want to deal with that.
That's what that is. If they get out of here, it's going to jump up already a little bit more.
Yeah, they was in the 30s, so I already put it down to like an 8. Okay, I walked in thinking it was going to be a 10. I saw him in the 30s. All right, that's an 8. All right. Then I saw him walk around in the 30s for a while. Now there's a 7.
Yeah. I approve this message. I approve it.
Move it up to the 70s and let's get popping, baby. Let's get popping and
bring it back up to an 8 and let's get this started.
All right. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
I can't do it.
It's live. It's facts.
Can't
it's
do
facts.
It. Anything before the 70s, I'm not with it. I'm not with it at all.
Yeah.
No. And then you were in the Great Depression. I'm like,
yes.
Oh, wow. Like, we're done here. We're done.
Technology is so basic.
They don't have phones.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
The weird sound of the horns honking.
I was like, oh,
what is that? Is that a bike?
Police cars ain't even got the lights on there. I'm like, oh, nah. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. It's not my time. It's not my time. What happened to COVID-19 hit this? What were you going to do? What were you going to do?
Well, they had the Spanish flu back then. So,
and we see how that worked out.
they had a pandemic.
Yeah, how that worked out. All right, so yeah, that's enough of that. All right, move out. Let's get out the 30s. Quick, fast, and in the hurry.
I agree. One more episode.
Get an episode.
Half of the episode.
Get an episode. Finish up what you gotta do there and move on.
Bring Freddie to the future.
Yeah.
And
let's move on. I ain't got time for this. I ain't got time.
Daniel, are you with us?
Yeah, I agree. That's all I can say on that one.
You got the 30, baby. You got the 30. Jeez, I can't watch that no longer. Anyway, look, y'all, that's all the time the next time because I got to go deliver mail and packages.
Amazon.
Fuck them. Fuck them. All right, so before we go in the chat, I want to say what's up to RD Smith. He joined the chat. Sheena, thank you for coming through. I saw Brandon. He was in the joint. Zero to a Hero. He was in the joint. He was up in the chat. Sean D was up in the chat. I think that was everybody. I know I miss people. His name I can't pronounce. He was in the chat.
The Aquarian Space.
I know Jacob was in the chat. So we had some people. It's Me the Truth was in the chat. He only ever says one thing and then he's kind of quiet, but that's cool. He's still there. He was there though. So everybody was in the chat. One thing, everybody for coming out.
All right.
That's all our time. The next time, Dan, you have any jokes? Anything else to say? Nothing. Anything?
Not even words.
Not a word. Not a bye. Anything?
Okay. All right.
Freaking LMD.
Go charge your batteries.
You got any more jokes?
No, I'm good.
All right, I got a few jokes. All right, what happens when you cross the dogs?
All right, there you cut us off.
You can't. I got the power. AT one time. All right, y'all. That's all I tell you next time. Make sure y'all check out all our other videos. We come. I know the schedule's a little wonky. Sometimes we in the morning. Sometimes we in the afternoon. The day skip. Just turn on the notifications with the bell, and you'll be good to go.
It's COVID-19. We're
fluid. Yeah. We're in a fluid situation. All right.
Deep water, my friend.
All right. Now, just throw 6. Don't damn it up.
Yeah, don't damn it up.
All right, y'all. Till all that time. That's our next time. Make sure you guys remember one thing and one thing only. I'm the best in the world. ANT, I love your girl.